I hope you are fine. So today we are gonna solve the problem of the day for 5th January, 5th February. The problem is check if one string swap can make strings equal. Okay, this is an easy type of problem. Topics are nothing but hash table string counting. Okay, this is weird. You are given two strings s1 and s2 of equal length. Okay, a string swap is an operation where you can choose two indices in a string, not necessarily different, and swap the character at the indices. Okay, return true if it is possible to make both strings equal by performing at most one string swap on exactly one of the string, otherwise return false. So we have given two strings, right? And what we can do, string swap is an operation where you can choose two indices in a string and swap characters at these indices. Okay, so this means, okay, okay, so let me explain you this question. uh, we have two strings, right? So and what we have to do, we can swap uh, any two characters in one string, right? Any two character means uh, a character at any two indices, and they are not necessarily different, right? So if this is the case, in which both the strings are initially equal, so this case is true only. Now what we have to do, like in this case, if we see as2 in which we can swap zeroth character and third character, so this will become bank, right? So which is equal to s1. So we can say in this case answer will be true. In this case, attack and defense, they are completely different strings, so the answer cannot be possible. So how can we solve this? As you guys can also think, we can solve this using uh, counting. I don't know how to solve this using hash table. Strings are, of course, this is the question of strings. Hash table for counting some frequency and all, but that is not very much required, right? We can do using counting and pointers, right? So what we can do, we can iterate to rate through 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 strings and check if the character is equal, character are equal equal or not, right? So what we have to do, what we can do, we can iterate through the strings, right? So we can iterate with I is equals to 0, so b and k are not equal. Okay, leave it. We can iterate through 1, so a and a are equal, and n are equal, and k and b are not equal. So what we can do, after iterating, we can check now. So this is the first step. Second, in the iteration, while iterating to rating, if characters are not equal, QULEQ, okay, so characters are not equal, so what we can do, we can so we can hold that character, right? Like we can count that and store the character. So in last, right, after iteration, duration, if after iteration, if the total count is 2 and so what we can do, right? So see, if v and k are not equal, so what we can do, we can make a map in which we will map b with k, right? Or we can store anything, like we have to just store this, we will store b and k like this, right? So now, and in the second case, we can see we have a b in place of k, we need initially a b in place of k, so we can see that this is making a pair, right? So we will remove this from the array, and we can see that this is a possible case in which we can swap these characters to make this string until here, right? If we can, if the string will be like this, something like something something, so we can see that this string can be made equal by swapping two character until here. So we can count 2, and if after that, after this iteration, or after this indices, if we found another unmatching character, so we will return false. So this is a very simple logic, not a very high rocket science. So let's just do it. So we have count equals to 0. Okay, count equals to 0, and we have let's say a map mp, which is nothing but a map. So for I in range length of, what is it, s1, length of s1, first of all, if length of, so it is given that length of s1 and s2 are equal, so it is given here, we don't have to check it. So okay, so for I in range length of s1, if s1 I is not equal to s2I, right? Okay, so if s1I is not equals to s2I, what we can do, we can go count plus equals to 1, and if count equals to 2, if this is the case where we have to see that count equals to 2, so what we can do now, like, so okay, so count equals to 2, we have a map, right? Okay, if count equals to so now, okay, what we can do, if count, let's say pass else, if count is greater than 2, return false. So false, else what we can do, okay, so what we can do, we can map, so mp s1 I equals to s2 I, right? So we can map it, and we see that we have a map with b k like that, right? So we have to check that s2 should have b and s1 should have k, right? So if count equals to 2, so the s2I, if s2I is not equals to b, so this is nothing but, okay, so map, so okay, so this is nothing but we are not making any map, we are making a, and we are making a array. We don't have to worry about these things, right? Array dot append s1 I comma s array dot append s2 I. Just do it. Okay, so if is not equals to, so this should be like array 0 or s1 I is not equals to array 1. If this is the case, return false. Okay, okay, otherwise it will get passed here, and it will check if any unmatched character is still present. If unmatched character present and count is equals to 3, so this will return false. And at the end we have to check if count is 1. That means there is only one character which is unmatched, so we cannot swap it, right? If there is 0 character which is unmatched, so we can use this statements. That not necessarily different, but if it is of only one character that is different, so we have to return false. So if count equals to 1, return false, else return true. So guys, that's it. Let's see. I hope this will get passed. Yeah, this is getting passed. So I mean, I feel so happy if my solution get passed. And yeah, this is 100% time beat. So guys, I'm not going to flex it, but it's a very easy problem. But anyways, I hope you understand my approach. This is a common thing, like anyone can do. But if you are still feeling any difficulties thinking these solutions, right, these approaches, so I suggest you that you should try easy problems of LeetCode. Try it by your own, right? Don't necessarily unnecessarily go to the solutions without even trying. I suggest you to try to solve a problem at least by your own. Give your 100%, more than 100%. And if still you are facing difficulties, so you can just take the hints. There is no harm for taking any hint, right? That's how you will gonna develop your problem solving skills. There is no other way. You have to practice. You have to practice a lot. That is the only way. So I'm uh, I'm going to stop it here. Thank you for your time. Thank you.